In this question, we're going to need our calculator, so have your calculator ready. So the first bit says, give the number of neutrons, electrons, protons in this atom. So we're used to seeing the atom written in this format. So we've got 27, 13, and then AL. So the bottom number, 13, is the number of electrons. Neutrons is 27 take away the 13, which is going to be 14. And the protons is always the same as the electrons because atoms have no overall charge. So that is going to be 13 as well. And you're going to get 1 mark for each of your answers here. So this one is a calculation for empirical formula. So what we do here, I'm just going to put down a triangle here because the triangle we use to help us is Mr. Moles is underneath the mass. So that's our starting point. And I'm going to put some numbers to this. 1, 2, 3. They're the steps we're going to do. So the elements that we've got are aluminium and bromine. And for aluminium, the question tells us that we have got 1.35 grams. This is the mass. 1.35 grams of aluminium, and we have got 12 grams of the boron. Okay. Step 2, if you look at the triangle, what we have to do here is we have to write down the MR, and the MR we're told in the question, because these are atoms, they're relative atomic masses. So the MR for aluminium is 27, and for boron is 80. Step 3 is we now need to work out the moles. So to work out the moles, we do 1.35 divided by 27, and we do 12 divided by 80. So 1.35 divided by 27 is 0.05, and then 12 divided by 80 is 0.15. Okay, the final step, step 4, is we divide by the smallest number. So smallest number here of these two is going to be this number. So we're going to divide both sides by that number. So 0.05 divided by 0.05. Let's write that down so you can see exactly what it is we're doing. That's going to be 1. And 0.15 divided by 0.05 is going to be 3. So what this means is Al is 1. So we just write Al. And bromine is 3. So it's AlBr3. To get the marks, you've got to show you're working out. You get a mark in here for working out the moles. You get another mark in here for working out the ratio. And you must write down the formula. And you get a mark for doing that as well. Okay, gallium is in the same group of the periodic table as aluminium and in the same period of the periodic table as bromine. So which group periodic table is it in? And okay, so it says you may want, whenever you put you may, read that as must. You must go to the periodic table now. You find aluminium and you check which group it is in, and aluminium is in group number 3. And then you look which period it is in. Remember, periods go across the periodic table, and it is in period 4. So it's 2 marks, 1 mark for each of those 2 answers. Okay, so the final one. Describe how Mendeleev created his first periodic table. Okay, and then we've got some properties here. We've got some predicted properties for an element and some actual properties. Describe how he was able to predict the properties. So what he did was he compared the elements in the same group, and he did that because they have similar properties. So he's able to work on those principles. It's probably worth saying as well, similar properties which followed a trend. And using the trend allowed him to predict certain properties.